In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my most used Drmtlgy products. Now, if you've been with me for a while, you know how much I love this brand. I have talked about Drmtlgy a lot, and I know a lot of you enjoy this brand as well. So in the past, I have shared several Drmtlgy videos. I actually uploaded a video last year, the best of Drmtlgy, the products that actually work, and also an anti-aging skincare routine video. So if you haven't seen those videos, I will leave those below for you in my description box. But in today's video, I thought I would just share the products that I can't stop using, the products that I love to incorporate on a weekly basis, and the products that I really see a big difference with in terms of texture, tone of my skin, hydration, and so on. So these products are going to be linked below for you as well. So let's get right into today's video. So these are the products that I can't stop, won't stop using. I really love these and I really feel like they are very beneficial. So before I get into today's video, I do want to mention that this video is not sponsored. So what I'm talking about today is based on my own experience, my opinions with the products, but I do have a discount code if you wish to use that. And of course, you can apply that to anything on the Drmtlgy website. So you can get 20% off if you use my discount code, Sincerely Miss Ash. And if you do use my code and you do go through my link, I do earn a small commission. So that just helps out with the channel, but no pressure if you don't want to use my code. That is completely up to you. I just want to be transparent and share that. And even if I don't voice that in my videos, I always share those details below for you. So I will always say if this video is sponsored or if it's not sponsored, and I always have a disclaimer below for you as well. I don't know if everybody actually reads that, but it's there and I always want to be transparent. So let's get into the first product. Now, the first one that I really want to talk about is the needleless serum, and I'm sure that a lot of you have probably used this or you have heard of this. And this really is a lovely serum for signs of aging, to firm the skin and also to hydrate the skin. This is a product that you can use every day, twice a day. And this is basically your peptide serum. So this has a few different peptides, but there's also a copper peptide complex in here, which is another reason why I love this one so much, because I am the biggest fan of copper peptides. I truly believe that this ingredient is really effective. It does help to stimulate new collagen, just like peptides do. But with copper peptides, I just feel like I see a bigger difference with my skin in terms of how it looks more firm. It just looks a lot different when I have that copper peptide in my skincare routine. And one of my favorite copper peptides is from The Ordinary, but this is another great option that I feel works just as good. Now, besides the peptides here, there is niacinamide, and I am one of the biggest fans of this ingredient as it really does help to even out your skin tone, and it's a great antioxidant that really helps to prevent transepidermal water loss, so it does help to hydrate the skin. It's great for acne prone skin and for those that have oily skin, but even if you have dry skin, niacinamide can be wonderful to incorporate as it really does help to hydrate and prevent water loss. Now, this is a serum that has a little bit of a thickness to it. So it is a water-based serum, right? It's very thin and lightweight, but there is a little bit of a thickness to it. So I feel like 4 to 5 drops is basically enough to cover your entire face and your neck. It spreads really nicely and your skin does absorb it really well also. There's no sticky tackiness left over, I feel, which is great because I know a lot of people don't love that. But I feel like this is very hydrating, and more so compared to some other formulations that I have used in the past, or even what I currently use. It just has that beautiful formula that works for all skin types. So I do like to use this a lot in my morning routine, and I also like to use this at nighttime when I'm not using prescription tretinoin. The next product is the Advanced Neck Cream. Now, this is a lovely option to pair up with the needleless serum because this formulation also contains some peptides, and this also contains ceramides to strengthen and repair the skin barrier. Now, when we are treating our neck with skincare products, specifically active ingredients, our neck and sometimes our chest can be very sensitive to, let's say, an AHA, a glycolic, for example, or maybe a retinol, maybe vitamin C. But I feel like when it comes to peptides, this is one ingredient that I feel is quite gentle on the skin, especially from my experience with it. And also I feel like peptides are very beneficial to soften fine lines and again, to firm the skin. So if you're someone that can't use retinol on your neck or some other type of active ingredient, then you may want to look for a product that contains peptides. So of course, the needleless serum can be applied to your neck and chest, but this is designed for the neck area, so you can use this in combination with the needleless serum, or of course you can just use this on its own. So this also contains shea butter. It has this really nice, rich formulation that really nourishes the skin. It keeps the skin comfortable. It's nice and moisturized, and I do feel like this has really helped to limit down on the amount of fine lines that I have on my neck. Now, we all have lines on our neck, okay? As we age, it just happens. You know, we're on our phones, we're developing tech neck, and it just happens, right? But it's nice to use something to help soften those lines, and I feel like every time I use this, and the more consistent I've been with it, it just helps to blur out those lines a little bit, and it just keeps the skin nice and moisturized, and the skin never looks creepy when I use this. Everything should flow nicely together, but finding a product that works for your neck area is really important, and this one, in my opinion, is very gentle, and it's also really effective. There's no fragrance in the needleless serum either, and I use this pretty much every day, twice a day. So this always layers up nicely with any skincare product that I have used with it, and sunscreen also sits nicely on top of this as well. The next product also contains peptides, so as you can see, I really love this ingredient, and the more the merrier in my opinion. So this is the Peptide Night Cream. Now, do you need this with the neck cream? No. One or the other is sufficient. Now, the neck cream is designed for the neck and décolleté and chest area. This one can be applied to the neck and chest, but also to the face. So you can do more with this, but also this formulation is richer. It's more moisturizing than the neck cream, in my opinion. And I really love this for my face, especially during fall and winter, because it is a little bit heavier than some of the moisturizers that I've been using during the summer months. So perfect for all skin types, but if you have dry skin, I think you're going to really enjoy this. And if you're just looking for that rich cream for the evening, then this really is it. So if I'm using this in my nighttime routine, I don't bother using the neck cream. I just bring this down my neck and chest area. And this has 5 types of peptides, and it also has 3 types of ceramides. So again, to repair that skin barrier. And this really helps to nourish the skin. If my skin is feeling very tight and dry, I have some flakiness to it, this honestly brings my skin back to life. I wasn't really using this during the summer months because I just felt like my skin didn't need that moisture. My skin actually was quite balanced, and I really didn't have a lot of dryness this past summer. But this is great for fall and winter, and I'm going to be using this a lot because this really is a lifesaver during those cold, dry temperatures. When the furnace is on, I don't know about you, but my skin becomes really rosy and dry and irritated. This honestly is exceptional. So you could use this in your morning routine. I mean, yes, it's marketed as a night cream, but you can use your night creams in your morning routine. Just know that, again, this is a little heavier. So depending on the sunscreens that you're using or the types of makeup that you're using, it might be a little heavy underneath sunscreen and makeup, and possibly you might experience peeling or you may not. Honestly, trial and error. Just have fun with your skincare products and just try different things. That's basically what I do. And for the types of sunscreens and makeup that I use, I do feel like this is a little bit too much for my morning. So I strictly keep this for my evening routine, and it really is lovely. So it gives your skin this nice glow. Again, your skin is just so moisturized. But then of course we're treating those fine lines and we're trying to develop more firm skin. So this really is a lovely one. The next one is the Vitamin C E plus F. So this is their vitamin C serum at a 15% concentration. And this is also the purest form with that L-ascorbic acid ingredient. Now this, in my opinion, is the most effective form of vitamin C because I feel like it works the quickest compared to vitamin C derivatives. Now vitamin C derivatives are just as effective. They they might take a little bit longer to work before you see results, but they're also more gentle. So depending on your skin sensitivity, you may want to go with the purest form or a derivative. Now with the purest form, they are more unstable, so you do want to use these up as quickly as possible. And I like to keep it in the fridge just to help prolong the life of it a little bit longer. And also, these generally have a 3 to 4 month shelf life. So again, use it up as quickly as you can once you've opened up the product. So this is great for that brighter complexion. If you have that dull complexion, you have that uneven skin tone where you have dark spots and post-acne marks, vitamin C is a wonderful ingredient to brighten all of that up, but also it can help to soften fine lines and protect our skin from everyday pollution. So I personally like using this in my morning routine because it does help to protect from pollution. But if you wish to use this at nighttime or twice a day, of course you can do that as well. Now, another reason why I like this one a lot is because there is acetyl octapeptide in here. Now, this is a newer peptide that recently came out. I couldn't tell you exactly when it came out, but it is a newer peptide that is very similar and comparable to our Geraldine. A lot of people love our Geraldine, specifically the one from The Ordinary, because they say it's like Botox in a bottle. That ingredient is similar to Botox in the way that it firms the skin and helps to soften fine lines. So this ingredient in here is very similar and comparable. So I like how there's that one peptide in here, but then of course we have that L-ascorbic acid, that vitamin E, and ferulic acid, which is another type of antioxidant. So this is very thin and lightweight, perfect for all skin types. I've never had an issue with pilling, and it really does layer up nicely with all of my products that I've used with it. So this is a winner, and I highly recommend. The next product is the concentrated foot cream. Now, I know this may not be everyone's cup of tea, or maybe you may feel like this isn't exactly exciting or needed, but I'm telling you, I know that I'm not the only one that has dry, cracked heels. I get it in the summer, I also get it in the winter, and this is actually a foot cream that works to get rid of those dry, cracked heels. It really helps to moisturize and nourish and repair those heels, but the lactic acid in here really helps to get rid of that dryness. And I don't just use this for my feet. I use this on my hands before I go to bed. Sometimes I will use this on my elbows, or let's say my knees if they're dry. I will use this on multiple areas on my body. So even though it's marketed as a foot cream, use it on other places because it works amazing on the hands. I will sometimes use this occasionally during the day, but more so before I go to bed. And when I wake up in the morning, my hands feel so soft, and a lot of the dryness that I would have had on my hands, it basically disappears within a couple of days, especially if I'm using this, let's say twice a day for a few days. It really is effective, but the best part of all is that it doesn't have that greasy feel to it. And you know, hand creams that are greasy, I don't mind that once in a while, especially if my hands really need some TLC, but there's nothing worse than having a cream that is greasy on your feet and your hands, because of course then you're transferring it and it gets on the floor and everything. This dries up within minutes, and you really don't have to worry about putting socks or slippers on. It dries down skin-like, and you don't have to worry about grease marks on your floor. So this smells like peppermint, which I really love for a foot cream. So if you're not into fragrance, then you probably won't like this, but this really is effective, and it will be great for the fall winter months. And the last product that I absolutely love that I can't stop using are the Brightening eye masks. Now, I forgot to bring the jar in the bedroom before filming, and if you are new here, Sean and I, Sean's my boyfriend, we recently got a puppy. His name is Berkeley, and he is now 5 months old. And he is sleeping in his crate outside this door here. He can hear me, but I can't hear him, so he must be sleeping. But I don't want to leave this bedroom because I don't want to wake him up, because I feel like he'll just get hyper. And then of course I may not be able to come back and finish this video. But I promise you, I have 2 jars in my fridge That's where I keep them because I feel like when you put them on, when they're nice and cold, they work even better. So this is literally one of the best eye masks that I have ever used in terms of depuffing, to hydrate the under eyes. It really helps to plump up the skin as well. And it's great if you have dark circles and fine lines. This type of product will also help with firmer skin, especially when you're consistent with these. I mean, you can use them multiple times a day. You can use them every day if you wish. There are 60 in one jar, and of course you can leave them on for as long as you want. Sometimes I will leave it on for a half an hour, sometimes an hour, or maybe even 15 minutes if I don't have a lot of time. And when you pull them off and you go and put an eye cream on top, which I do recommend, by the way, because once you peel them off, your under eyes just feel so hydrated and they feel so plump that you want to lock in the hydration with an eye cream or your face moisturizer. Use some type of moisturizer and put that underneath your eyes to lock it in, because I'm telling you, your eyes, like your under eyes, will look incredible for the entire day. Let's say you have somewhere special to go. You're going to a wedding, maybe you're going to a party. Pop these on before your makeup and I'm telling you, your under eyes will look incredible for the entire night as well. So there is niacinamide in these, which will help with dark circles. These help to depuff as well. So I mainly use this in my morning routine, especially if I'm really puffy in the morning. There's peptides in the formulation as well. There are ceramides, there's hyaluronic acid. So again, that's where you're getting that plumpness from. There's caffeine, there's watermelon and blueberry extract. Honestly, there are a lot of great ingredients in here. So if you love eye patches and you really want something that helps to brighten and just hydrate and help with puffiness and dark circles, try these. Come back and let me know how you like it, because honestly, I can't stop using these. These really are amazing and they're really saturated as well. There are so many eye masks that I have used in the past where they were barely saturated. So when you put them on, it's like, are these even doing anything? Like, why do they feel dry? These are saturated to the point where the product runs down your face, and that's what I want. So when I peel them off, I work in that serum underneath my eyes, and then of course, like I said, go in with the moisturizer afterwards. It comes with a little spatula as well, which helps to dispense those eye patches, because of course they're all stuck together, but one of the best from Drmtlgy and also one of the best eye masks I have ever used. So those are the Drmtlgy products that I can't stop using. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video and that you found it helpful. And most importantly, I hope I was able to introduce you to something new today. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask away in that comment section. And I would also love to know what your favorite Drmtlgy products are as well. So don't forget to share those. But these products, including the discount code, as well as my related Drmtlgy videos, and if you would like to see my morning and nighttime skincare routine videos, everything will be in my description box. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And of course, I will see you all in the next video. Take care, and I will see you all then. Bye, guys.